Welcome to Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking is celebrating our 20th anniversary of bringing you the Gulf Coast's finest chefs cooking their delicious recipes with natural gas. This show is brought to you by Pensacola Energy, clean, efficient, natural gas. And now, Coastal Cooking.
Cooking for us today is Executive Chef Brad Jones from Nom Sushi Izakaya, one of Palafox Street's brand new restaurants.
Thank you.
You've been open about 6 months, Brad?
Just over 6 months.
Okay, I know you're doing great because I hear great things about you.
Thank you.
And you are going to show us some of your special dishes that are on your menu today. And I'm so excited because we're going to learn a lot. And our first dish is?
We've got a lionfish sashimi dish.
Lionfish. I know very little about lionfish. So we're going to kind of get a little education here, right, as we go through this dish?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a beautiful fish, by the way.
It's a beautiful fish. We don't really care for them in our oceans around the Gulf because they're competing with a lot of the other fish for food, and they don't have any natural predators around here. So it hasn't been a good fish for our oceans, but it's a great fish to eat.
Okay.
And this is something we do special with from time to time at Nom. So I'm just going to go ahead and fillet it.
Now, is this on a lot of menus in restaurants?
Starting to see it pop up a little bit more, that people are becoming a little more aware of it. But I haven't seen it anywhere else in town, and this is not something that we keep on our menu, but...
And this is a special, by the way.
Yes,
right?
This is one of our specials.
Now, you've taken the scales off of this fish, and the
spines.
Spines?
The spines are a poisonous part. You don't want to step on one of these.
Okay. Does it taste like a mild white fish?
Yeah, I would say it tastes a lot like a grouper. You see it, you don't get a whole lot of meat off it. It's a small fish, but yeah, it's got a great texture. It's great cooked anyway, grilled, fried. Even these collars, the cheeks of these are really awesome too.
Oh, I bet. So we are going to make this into a sashimi.
Sashimi, yeah.
Which means raw fish?
Essentially, it's just raw fish. And I'm just gonna fillet it.
And you were telling me that nom means?
Nom is a word to describe something delicious.
Okay. Is it Japanese?
It is not. It's I would say it's there's a food culture out there, and we use nom to describe delicious food a lot of times.
Perfect. Just cut these into little edible pieces, huh? And
Make sure there's no scales on there.
And then the izakaya.
Yeah, we're Nom Sushi Izakaya. So we're a sushi izakaya. We specialize in sushi. Izakaya just means sake shop. And so we have lots of different sakes to choose from. Pair with your meal, whether it's sushi, ramen, or some of our small plates.
And we're going to talk about some other items you have on your menu. And if you don't like sushi, there's certainly other things on your menu that your guests can try.
Lots of different things, yeah.
Now you're cutting this on the diagonal.
I am.
Is that for presentation, or
it's just
does it need
proper way to cut
reason?
sashimi, yeah.
Oh, okay. I love watching chefs make sushi and sashimi because it turns into, you take all these ingredients and then make them a work of art. That's delicious.
Thank you.
That's nom, 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 nom.
That's right. So for this sashimi, we're using ume plum vinaigrette. It's a ume boshi, which is a salted pickled plum. And I'm just going to put a couple drops.
What's in it, Brad?
It's the salted pickled plum. It's a popular way to use plums in Japan.
You can get it at an Oriental.
Yeah, you can
Grocery
generally
store?
find it at Asian grocery, and it's just some of our sushi vinegar, olive oil, and the umeboshi. So real simple.
Oh, and look, you're curling these
Yeah,
little pieces.
for presentation, we'll
Well, of course, here comes the art.
put them here and there, and
It's so pretty. This has got several components, doesn't it?
it
This
is. And
dish.
I like to eat sashimi this way because I feel sometimes fish need different textures and flavors to create a nice dish.
And strawberries.
Yeah.
And you know what? You were telling me earlier, you like to use as much local produce and seafood that you can.
Yeah, definitely with the seafood for sure. Sometimes it's difficult to find, some of the produce that we're working with.
Yes.
But seafood, this lionfish is coming from the Gulf. Our tuna always comes from the Gulf. It's always fresh. Our Gulf shrimp is always local.
Well, we're getting more produce from our some of our local farms.
We are. Oh.
And they're becoming a lot more available even to the public now. So, it used to not be that way.
I know it. It's exciting, especially for Pensacola.
It is. It really is.
This is some fresh ginger, and just putting that around as well.
That'll introduce a different taste. won't
Different
it?
taste, another little texture. One more little piece right up here, and then some fresh arugula. I like the pepperiness of it. There again, it's another little texture, another different.
So pretty. Arugula is such a tender, pretty leaf, isn't it? And it does have that peppery taste.
And that's it. Very
Wow,
simple.
Look at that. That is beautiful.
So ume plum
Our
vinaigrette,
lionfish
arugula.
Sashimi.
Lionfish sashimi, yeah.
It's beautiful. We're going to take a commercial break right here. And when we come back, we're going to have another special dish from Nom's. Stay with us.
Heat pumps don't pump much heat. In fact, heat from an efficient natural gas heater can be 30% warmer, and you can get up to an $800 rebate when you install one. Warming up to natural gas yet? Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Did you know that BTU for BTU natural gas can be up to 50% cheaper than electricity? And did you know Pensacola Energy is offering rebates up to $1,000 when you switch from an electric water heater to natural gas? In the end, it's your money. You can put it in your pocket, or you can watch it go down the drain. Contact Pensacola Energy to learn how you can start saving now.
Cooking with natural gas is more controlled than using an electric range. But more importantly, they're less expensive to operate. Don't get burned with electric. Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
We're cooking today with Brad Jones from Nom's, downtown Pensacola. Tell us what our next dish is.
We've got our signature mini tuna tacos with lump crab guacamole and green apple daikon slaw.
Wow,
So
that sounds good.
start off with a couple avocados.
Yeah, okay, so you're going to make the guacamole for
I will.
us. Okay. Easy way to do a guacamole, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just cut it all around, peel it, and
Yeah.
then it comes right out. How do you keep that guacamole from turning brown, Brad?
You keep it away from air as much as you can. There's a lot of
And you keep the seed in it? Is that true too?
no.
No? No wonder mine never stays green.
Yeah, I've heard people putting their seed in the guacamole, and that doesn't work.
So just seal it with plastic wrap or something?
Yeah, keep it away from air as much as you can, and it's not going to oxidize.
Or just eat it.
Yeah.
And you won't have that problem.
You know, a citrus, like the lime will squeeze in there, will help it
Right.
keep a little bit longer, but it's just something that you got to eat quick. So we're going to use about 3 avocados.
Now this is one of your, is it an appetizer? Or
Yeah, we
Small plates?
we use our small plates.
Small plates, okay.
And I just use a whisk to mash them up.
How long will guacamole keep in the refrigerator?
Like if you keep the plastic wrap, and always push the plastic wrap down so it keeps the oxygen away from it, and then it lasts a whole day. Not much longer than that.
And you want to leave it a little chunky,
Yeah,
don't you?
a bit.
Yeah.
This is 3 avocados. It just depends on the size of your avocados, how much lime you put in there. Probably put 1 whole lime.
Oh, I love that juicer.
Yeah, it really gets all the
Because
juice
you
out.
don't want your guacamole real wet,
No.
do you?
Little salt, probably half a teaspoon. Same thing with the cumin. I lived in Southern California and Arizona for a little while, so I grew to like South American food.
A lot of cumin in that, huh?
Yeah, and some red onion.
What was the last ingredient you put in before?
Garlic.
Garlic.
Garlic, red
Okay.
onion, cilantro, cumin, salt. And so turn it a little more Asian. We'll use some sriracha, probably about a teaspoon.
Okay. Now that's a guacamole.
Yeah.
Look at that. We got some great tuna here. What are some of your other small plates?
We do a nice calamari. Our kale salad's real nice with the sesame dressing. We've got pork belly steamed buns, which is real popular.
Is that like a slider?
It's like, a little Asian slider. Okay, our guacamole down. We're gonna season our Gulf tuna. And essentially we're making a tartare. We got the chopped tuna. This is a marinade for it. It's got some red bell pepper, onion, soy, vinegar.
That's gonna give you a kick.
Oh yeah,
Right.
This is like candy. Tuna candy.
Now, what are these?
These are our mini taco shells. We use gyoza skin, which is
Gyoza skin?
gyoza skin, which
Gyoza.
is gyoza is the Japanese dumpling.
Okay.
A lot of times you'll find like a pork dumpling. We have some nice pork gyoza on our menu, and let that sit in there and marinate for a minute or so, not too much longer. And we just put them in.
This is a beautiful dish, Brad.
Thanks. And on top is daikon and green apple. Daikon's like a really big radish. It kind of has a nice crunch.
Well, it sure is pretty.
And then a little cilantro.
Just for garnish? A little
Yeah.
bit more?
Yeah. Just give it a little more color on top. And the sriracha.
I can't wait to try this. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that.
Sprinkle a little togarashi 7 spice around it, just for some more color.
Wow, that is beautiful. Now, we had mentioned that if some of your guests come in and don't want sushi, sashimi, what else would you suggest?
Of course,
on the menu?
you know, a lot of people who are scared to try the raw fish, this would be a great, you know, beginning dish. Like I said, it just tastes like candy, and the guacamole is, you know, really good. The pork belly buns, all of our ramen, those would be great.
You've got ramen bowls,
Big old ramen bowls.
and we're going to do a ramen dish next.
Yeah, we make our own noodles in house, all our broths. Our pork broth is 24-hour broth, so it's very rich. Takes a long time to make.
That sounds great. And your rolls, my goodness, you've got an extensive selection. And you were telling me that your most popular roll is?
And the most popular roll is a graffiti bridge roll. It's got Gulf tuna. It's blackened on top, Gulf shrimp, avocado, cucumber inside, and a snow crab salad on top.
Oh,
which,
wow.
yeah, it's tasty.
That sounds great. Well, we're going to take another commercial break because we were going to start our ramen dish. Am I saying that right?
Ramen.
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 Okay, dish right after this. So stay with us.
You have a choice. Energy that comes from burning dirty coal or energy from a clean, natural source. Pensacola Energy Natural Gas. You have a choice. A bulky electric hot water heater that runs out of hot water, or a sleek tankless water heater that gives you hot water for as long as you need it. Choose a natural gas tankless water heater and get up to $1,000 in rebates from Pensacola Energy. To learn more, call Pensacola Energy today.
Natural gas dryers may cost a little more than electric ones, but they dry clothes quicker, making them cost half as much to run. So now who's getting taken to the cleaners? Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Welcome back. Brad, tell us what our last dish is.
We're going to do one of our signature ramen bowls. This is our tonkatsu style ramen. It's a pork bone broth with roasted pork belly. We've got our noodles, so we can go ahead and start cooking.
These are homemade.
We make these every day fresh. It's wheat
Love
noodle.
it. And it looks nothing like, or tastes anything like the dried packaged
No, much
ramen
better,
noodles
yeah.
that we seem to enjoy all the time. This is the real deal.
So they're about a 3-minute noodle,
Okay.
so we'll let those go.
Now, you were telling me something very interesting about kind of the history of ramen.
Yeah, ramen kind of started to get popular in the 1950s with in Japan. When America was shipping over bags of wheat,
After World
flour
War II.
after World War II, and the Japanese would make noodles with them, and they'd make bone broths to go with them. It's kind of a fast food style, food. So you got a big bowl of soup and you got a bunch of noodles, and you just slurp them up real fast and then get back to work. That's kind of
That's fast food.
that's fast food, and it's continued on, and it's one of the most popular dishes in Japan right now. It's starting to become a very popular dish here in America as well.
And they have ramen shops
Ramen shops all over Japan.
where they just serve one kind of ramen in each shop.
Yeah, generally shops specialize in one type of style. There's many different styles, and at Nom Sushi Izakaya, we do 3 different styles and try and hit styles that all of our different customers can enjoy. Roasted vegetable broth for the vegetarians. We've got our chicken shoyu for people that don't really care to eat pork all the time. So chicken shoyu is really nice. And then the tonkatsu, which is a rich pork bone broth with roasted pork belly, shiitake mushrooms, kombu, and the menma. This is bamboo shoots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Yeah, so
Sounds good.
we season it with this base and It's salt, bonito, kombu, lots of salty things and things that have a lot of umami in it to flavor the soup.
And you make all of these at the restaurant?
We make everything at the restaurant, yeah.
Wow.
And this is our pork
This
bone
smells
broth.
wonderful.
Yeah,
By the way.
pork bone
And there's your
broth.
pork broth.
Thing real important about ramen is to make sure it's seasoned. It needs to be seasoned very salty, and it needs to be very hot.
The broth.
The broth needs to be very hot, yeah.
And you said the Japanese cook their broth very quickly. You know, we let our broth cook.
Yeah, Americans
long
and the
time.
French generally cook their broths really slow for a long period of time, and especially with the tonkatsu style broth, it's boiled for a long time. This is a 24-hour boil, so it's a lot different. It gives you like this kind of creamy white color.
Well, it's chocked full of flavor, I know that.
And you putting these wheat noodles in such a hot soup, it's best to slurp them as quick as you can, so they don't start to fall apart. And so you got your
That's a lot of noodles.
noodle.
And this dish is deep, too, so you've got an awful lot of food in here.
Yeah. Okay, so we got some pork belly. We'll just this has been roasted in the oven for 5 hours, and we're just gonna give it a little color on the outside. We got some shiitake mushrooms. This is menma. It's a bamboo shoot. Just a couple pieces.
Minmok?
Menma.
Minmok.
And it's a
Okay.
yeah, the bamboo shoot.
And what kind of, are those portobello mushrooms?
Shiitake mushrooms.
Shiitake. That's what you said, of course.
This is some scallion, sliced. Gives a little color.
It sure does.
We use a poached egg, and
Just slide that right
slide
in
it
there.
in there.
And you said you can break it?
Yeah,
Some people like to mix it in their,
yeah. Some people
broth?
like to just stir it up and mix it around. You can eat it, or I like to just open it up a little bit and dip my noodles in there, kind of makes them creamier. So nori is what we roll sushi in. It's a seaweed, and it adds a little more umami, kind of a sea flavor to the broth.
so that goes into the broth too.
You can let it sit in there, or it's just right now it's just adding a little more flavor to the broth
Okay.
by sitting on the side like
okay.
that.
Very good. Now, what is your favorite ramen dish? Which one do you like?
I like the pork broth, the tonkatsu, but it's a little rich sometimes. So this is probably our most popular, and probably the second most popular is probably the vegan miso, which is the roasted
Yes.
vegetable broth with the miso base. It's kind of a little spicy. So it comes with tofu, shiitake mushrooms, and kale.
That sounds good
yeah.
too. So you do have some vegetarian things on the menu.
We have lots of vegetarian things, lots of gluten-free things. As we try and cater to everybody without, losing some of the quality.
Sure. Well, I tell you, you've given us 3 great samples of what's on your menu today. Now that's beginning to smell good too.
Yeah. So
It really is. So you're waiting for it to just really,
just get a little color on the outside.
just brown.
It's already
Okay.
cooked all the way through. It's nice and tender right now.
Now you got your training for in sushi at a restaurant in South Carolina,
Yeah.
but this has become your passion, hasn't
Yeah. I
it?
started when I was 21. I left Pensacola to move up to South Carolina to take a job doing sushi, and I stuck with it quite some time. Back
And you
in
honed your
Pensacola.
technique and
Yeah.
brought it back here. We're so thrilled you did.
So we'll just slide that in there.
Now, will this break up to where it's easy to eat?
It's definitely
You don't even need a knife,
super
do
easy
you?
to eat now. You can bite right through it.
Now, does this,
If you like it
Does that go
spicy,
on there?
we definitely, a lot of people ask for something spicy. We generally give them some togarashi. This is Japanese 7 spice.
now I like the way you put everything on individually instead of
Yeah,
just
there's
mixing it
definitely
all up.
a lot of different components to ramen.
Hey,
And
it's beautiful that way. And then let the guest,
yeah, stir it up, eat
Mix it.
how they enjoy it. Definitely want to sip the broth and then go straight for the noodles and slurp away.
and enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm going to give everyone our telephone number. If you would like written copies of today's recipes, you can call Pensacola Energy at 436-5050, or you can visit our website, www.coastalcooking.com. And Brad, you have a new website coming up. Tell us what the name of that one is.
Yeah, we've got a coming soon page, nomsushi.com. Should be up and running within the next couple weeks. You can go check us out on Facebook, of course, and
Yep, and tell us where you're located. I know people are going to want to know.
we're on Palafox, 410 South Palafox. We're located right next to Jackson Steakhouse, across the street from Carmen's Lunch Bar, on Palafox and Main Street. And it's a great location. We're really loving it down there.
Gosh, it's growing, isn't
Yeah.
it? So many great restaurants and shops and all kind of things to do
Yeah, it's
down
great.
there. Now you're open Tuesday
We're
through
open
Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday from 11 until, generally, we don't close in between, so you can come in for lunch
At 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, anytime. And on the weekends, we stay open a little bit later and get a little bit of a late night crowd. But yeah,
What about reservations?
reservations, we take reservations for 5 or more. It's a small shop, but we can cater to some of the bigger parties.
And besides tables in the restaurant, you've got your stools that are right there on the bar where
Sushi
you're
bar.
actually making all of this.
That's
That's
right.
so much fun to watch
Yeah.
you do that.
Come check us out at the Sushi Bar. We'll definitely
Yep.
take care of you. We can make you something special. And we have outdoor seating as well for our nice lunchtime. It's nice to sit out there.
And the weather's coming warmer and it's
Yeah, it's
just
great.
perfect. Well, another new place to try here in Pensacola, downtown Pensacola, Nom's Sushi Izakaya. I always get that.
Nom Sushi Izakaya.
That sounds better when you say it. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for being our guest and showing us some of these dishes that are on your menu.
Thank you.
All right, we'll hope to see you back here again soon, and
I'd
we'll
love to.
try some other dishes.
Great.
And we'll hope to see you again next week with more Coastal Cooking.
This has been Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking is brought to you by Pensacola Energy, clean, efficient natural gas. Join us each Sunday at 6 p.m. for more Coastal Cooking.